Our La Vuelta España mission continues today, and Tom Pidcock has been on fire at this race. So go back and watch the previous episode if you missed it to find out how Tom Pidcock made it to 5th place in the GC, Guillaume Martin, the surprise red jersey. And we had another shock in the previous episode with Jonas Vingegaard dropped by the likes of Almeida and Pidcock. So Almeida in prime position for now for this Vuelta España. Our main aim at this race is to finish on the podium, and it seems that Giulio Ciccone, Jonas Vingegaard, Joao Almeida and Guillaume Martin maybe are our rivals for those positions. Our other big goal was a stage win, and we have 2 already, with Fabio Kristen winning in the previous episode. Pidcock, though, is yet to win a stage. That could all change today, though, because we have some massive climbs on the menu. Everything could change, to be fair. We have the Alto de L'Angliru, maybe the queen stage of this Vuelta. I mean, look at that climb. Ridiculous. La Farapona is going to be really selective as well, and to be fair, we need to be ready for every day at this Vuelta. Including this interesting looking parkour, we do have 2 climbs on the menu, but then a flat run into the line. Vingegaard is the favourite, but Pidcock right up there as well. However, Pidcock not on the best form today, so I reckon our best form of attack is going in the breakaway. Let's try and get 2 riders up the road, Gonzalez and Asparen. Breakaway has gone then, 14 riders up the road. I've noticed Ineos have Egan Bernal, they have Magnus Sheffield and Pippo Ganna, 3 really good riders in this group. They're the favourites right now. So 2 options up the road, but if this does come in for a sprint, Fabio Kristen is our man. Sadly though, we're only given 2 minutes right now in the breakaway. This is not going to work. And entering the final climb, which is, to be honest, more difficult than I anticipated. Asparen is not going to win this stage. No one from the breakaway is. This is going to the peloton. Let's see how selective this climb is though. Because I mentioned Fabio Kristen may be sprinting for us, I'm not sure he's going to make it over this climb. Well, the tempo stops, 1.5k to go, and Kristen is still here. So maybe he will make it, but now we have attacks. Richard Tello, Javier Romo trying to go. I'm going to pace because Pidcock could win this stage in a sprint. And we're putting our own teammates and lots of other riders in trouble as well. 48 riders in the peloton over the top. Well, I mentioned that Pidcock could win this sprint. Mads Pedersen and Little Trek are still here with a full train basically. Pidcock on his wheel. Let's see if we can beat him. Javier Romo giving it a really good go up the road. Damien Howson though helping to bring him in, and the Spaniard is going to be caught. 3k to go. Pidcock on the perfect wheel now. Come on Little Trek. We need the perfect lead out. Howson, use this up. Come on Pidcock. It's your time. Into the final 1.5k. A wonderful lead out by Little Trek for Mads Pedersen. Pidcock still in the wheel. Now we try and come off his wheel. Can we beat Mads Pedersen? No, we can't. Pedersen wins. It's 2nd place for Pidcock again at this race. Sometimes you just have to hold your hands up and say we were beaten by a better rider. Mads Pedersen is just way quicker than Tom Pidcock. But we do beat the likes of Campanart and Aular to take 6 bonus seconds, moving us a little closer to the podium and the red jersey. But I feel like those 6 seconds are not even worth talking about today because the Anglaroo is here. We're going to see some massive gaps in the GC battle. This is more of a pure mountain day for Vingegaard and Almeida. We really just want to reduce our time loss. We're underway then for Anglaroo Day. It's D-Day at this Vuelta España, and we have 33 riders trying to join this breakaway, including the likes of Sepp Kuss. I know Jorgensen as well is here for Visma. Interesting tactics by them. I've just thrown Asparen up the road as a satellite rider, but boy oh boy, this is a really powerful breakaway. Some superb riders here. And the best placed rider in the GC in this massive breakaway, Antonio Taberi. And well, Groupama FDJ spending a lot of resources. Stefan Kung absolutely cooked on the front of the peloton, just trying to control this huge breakaway. And at this point, Groupama have spent a lot of energy, UAE as well. I'm going to put a rider on the front of the peloton. The gap 4.5 minutes to that breakaway. We don't have anyone here who can win the stage up the roads, and I don't really want any GC riders getting close to Pidcock from this group. And the gap now down to 3 minutes. Zukowski has done a wonderful job on the run to the first climb today. 1 climb down, 2 to go. This is the state of play. This is the chasing group in the breakaway. We have 5 riders. Jay Vine, Parapantra, Taberi, that man in the GC. We don't want getting a gap. It's up the roads. These riders could fight for the stage here. However, with their breakaway riders dropped, Visma now among the teams pacing behind, and I think this could be a GC day on the Anglaroo. Here we go then. It is crunch crunch time at La Vuelta, we arrive at the foot of the Anglaroo de la Cruz, here to help out Tom Pidcock. Visma pacing on the front. Vingegaard must be feeling good today. Not quite as steep in the first few K, but then the final half of this climb is absolutely ridiculous. And behind, Juan Ayuso is completely out of the GC battle after today's stage. And someone else struggling is Guillaume Martin in the red jersey. He is dropping off the back of the peloton. Pace set by UAE and Visma on the front. Guillaume Martin is dropped on the Anglaroo. We're trying to pace ourselves here as Ben Tulip is gone. Jay Vine attacking up the roads. Only 20 riders here and still 8k to go with Mads Pedersen still here for Little Trek. And this is of course where the crazy gradient starts. I want to move up to Vingegaard and Almeida in this group. Let's go up to 85. Are we strong enough to get to the front of this group? Well, Parapantra is gone. The breakaway are going to be caught here. We're just making our way up as Jorgensen is out the back as well. Pidcock having a great ride so far. Come on, Tom. And what a wonderful Vuelta España David de la Cruz is having for the team. But he now goes out the back and Pidcock alone on the Anglaroo. 5k to go. There goes Jonas Vingegaard. Almeida needs to follow. I'm going to get in the Portuguese wheel. But Vingegaard has gone clear on the Anglaroo. We're trying to follow Almeida, but he kicks away. I'm not going to follow that move. I cannot follow that move. Pidcock setting tempo at 75. Almeida getting back to Jonas. What a ride that is. Everyone else is so far behind. We're getting dropped now by O'Connor. Hindley and Ciccone trying to pace ourselves on the Anglaroo, but Almeida and Jonas are so far ahead of everyone. We're 1 minute ahead of the group behind, but we're almost 2 minutes behind the front of the race right now. Pidcock riding with Ben O'Connor on the Anglaroo. We are so far behind the likes of Hindley, Ciccone and Felix Gal. A massive gap to Almeida, who's fighting to hold on to his potential lead of this race. But Jonas Vingegaard is going to win atop the Anglaroo, only taking though about 15 seconds on Almeida. What a battle for the GC this is becoming. Ciccone has crossed the line, Gal and Hindley are next, then we have Ben O'Connor, and then following that Tom Pidcock losing 4 minutes to Vingegaard today. Oh boy, we finished 7th on the Anglaroo, but that climb was absolutely crazy. And sadly for Guillaume Martin, his journey in reds comes to an end today. What a crazy day at La Vuelta. I called it D-Day for a reason, and Jonas Vingegaard wins atop the mountain, but Joao Almeida right there, and he moves into the red jersey, still holding off Jonas Vingegaard. We move up 1 place ahead of Guillaume Martin now into 4th place in the GC, but we're over 3 minutes behind Ciccone in that podium spot right now. We need to beat Ciccone at this race. Hindley, O'Connor and Gal finally turning up at this Vuelta. We need to go all out and attack Ciccone for the rest of this race. And that may as well begin today on La Farapona. I think this profile suits Ciccone more than Pidcock on paper. Let's try and create a scenario though where we can attack the Italian. Away we go then. Not a long day today, only about 140k in total, but I want some riders in today's breakaway. De la Cruz on a good day, Howson on a good day, and Pidcock on a good day. And that means let's be aggressive today. Well, I have attacked with those 4 riders, but look what's happened here. We have the red jerseys, Joao Almeida, we have Vingegaard in the chasing group, and 1 minute back to the group behind. What's going on? So essentially we have the 1-2 in the GC, Vingegaard and Almeida up the road. Also we have here Giulio Ciccone, our rival from Little Trek, up the roads. They have 1 minute on Tom Pidcock and 140 riders right now, and no one is helping us chase behind. Aye. La Vuelta is crazy, isn't it? The likes of Hindley, O'Connor, Felix Gal, they're all in this chasing group as well, and they're not helping us. What are they doing? So you know what, we're struggling to close it. I'm going to go for it like this. David Gonzalez pinging Pidcock off the front of this group. Let's try and join that breakaway. And there you go, what a move by David Gonzalez. The bridge has been made. Pidcock now in this chasing group. Now who's going to chase behind? Well, of course, as soon as we get up the road, Felix Gal puts his team to the front to chase. Only PCM things. So finally the catch has been made, but this has been a ridiculous start to today's stage. Anyway, somehow some riders have clung on to a breakaway group of sorts up the road here. I want to join this group with Howson and David de la Cruz. So here we go, Gonzalez, stop pacing, these guys getting the breakaway. Oh, we're having some fun today, guys, that's for sure. So finally we have some kind of normality in today's stage. It's Visma and UAE particularly on the fronts. 9 riders in today's breakaway, and we have 2 riders in the eventual group. But now this is where I want to cause some chaos, because Ciccone doesn't have that many teammates around him. We still have 2 riders up the roads. They don't have much energy, but I reckon we need to attack on this climb right here. I warned Little Trek, we're going to attack Giulio Ciccone. So where is Ciccone? He's way too far back in this group. Pidcock comes to the front. Asperen pretty cooked right now, but here we go. Tom Pidcock launching his move. Here we go. Howson is not going to be the greatest help here, but he will protect Pidcock very briefly on this climb. Now how is the response in the peloton behind? Visma pacing again. Anyway, we say goodbye to Damien Howson, and Pidcock is absolutely flying right now at La Vuelta España. And the peloton don't have it. Ciccone is out of teammates. They missed the move following Tom Pidcock, and the gap is expanding. Jorgensen is dropped, and a descent is now coming. And a descent is Tom Pidcock territory. So we come to the top of the penultimate climb today. We do need to recover somewhat in this descent. Little Trek are pacing behind, I believe, in the peloton. Let's have a look. Yes, they are. Now Almeida pacing himself in the peloton. This is crazy. Jonas Vingegaard and Almeida on the front of the peloton. Guys, leave it up to Ciccone for now, surely. But Pidcock descending at La Vuelta, 2 minutes clear of the peloton. What a beautiful sight. Okay, we exit the descent. We have a full yellow bar, but we have 23k to go to hold off a rampaging peloton behind, and Little Trek still have plenty of teammates here. This is actually a pretty dangerous situation for us. With all these domestiques for Little Trek, who regrouped on that descent really well, to be fair, I fear we're going to be caught now. And here they come, absolutely racing towards Tom Pidcock. We're going to be caught with about 15k to go. It was a brave move, but with too many domestiques still behind, we are officially now caught by the peloton. Nonetheless, I feel like we have a good chance at a good result. Oh my word, what's happened? What has happened right here? Because Jonas Vingegaard has just attacked from the peloton, completely catching me off guard. And now we will certainly be leaving it up to Joao Almeida and UAE Team Emirates. Joao Almeida is out of domestiques and Vingegaard is clear. But 12k to go. This is going to be another hugely selective day at La Vuelta España. With Mads Pedersen, what a rider, still going in the mountains on the front of the red jersey group. But this is actually such a good situation for us, because Joao Almeida having to do work in the peloton, dragging everyone back to Jonas Vingegaard. And here we go. Pedersen catches Vingegaard. He is caught. And now he goes again straight away. Everyone's going right now. We need to follow this move up to Joao Almeida. Can he follow Ciccone and Vingegaard though? Well, the answer is he can't. Vingegaard and Ciccone do have some time on Joao Almeida. We are going to leave it all up to the red jersey. We have to do it. Sorry, Joao. And our podium could be getting away from us, so could Joao Almeida's red jersey, as Joao Almeida is officially dropped at La Vuelta. We drop him. He is completely cooked today. Oh no. Joao Almeida cracking in red. Visma pulling a masterclass. No UAE teammates to support Joao Almeida. We are pushing up, trying to get to Ciccone, but Jonas Vingegaard on a flyer today at La Vuelta. Hindley, Felix Gao, our rivals, are behind us on the road. We're trying to get to Ciccone in this final 2k. Can we do it? I don't think we can. Anyway, up the road, asserting his dominance finally at La Vuelta España, regaining red. It's Jonas Vingegaard winning on La Farapona. Then we have Ciccone taking time on Pidcock again today. We are caught by Hindley and Gal in the end, and Gal could actually get us in the GC. I think he's going to overtake us in the GC. But we were so aggressive today, a really brave ride, and Joao Almeida has completely cracked, losing his red jersey. Another absolutely mind-blowing day at this Vuelta España. That was such a fun stage, guys. We tried everything with Pidcock to make it difficult, but Vingegaard comes out on top, and Joao Almeida completely cracks 4 minutes down. Ciccone was second, and Felix Gao finished ahead of us, which means we dropped to 5th place in the GC instead of jumping to the podium, as we'd hoped for. Anyway, Joao Almeida falls all the way to 3rd place, proving that literally anything can happen on any day at this race. Our fight for the podium is not over yet. Saying that, I do think we have a little break from the GC battle coming up today, potentially a sprint stage. And to be honest, I think all of our riders deserve a break in the peloton today, and I think the sprinters teams will control this, although we do have 23 riders up the road in the breakaway. That could be very difficult to control. David Gonzalez is suffering, so is Fabio Kristen. They're not going to make it to the finish. Tom Pidcock is going to be sprinting for us today. The question is, can we beat this man right here? I just saw Ben Turner getting dropped. One rider still here though is Jasper Philipsen. What a ride by him today. Our teammates hand over Tom Pidcock to the wheel of Mads Pedersen. We're going to follow this one for now, but the peloton still not caught the breakaway. They're 30 seconds up the roads. Oh, but Mads, where are you going? Your team have been riding all day and he doesn't fancy the sprint. Now we need to move up, and you know what? I think the breakaway are actually going to win this one. It's Israel now coming to the front with Jake Stewart. They have two teammates trying to catch this breakaway. Pidcock on Jake Stewart's wheel. Can we win this stage in this reduced sprint, or are the breakaway? I think the breakaway are going to do it. Only 3k to go. What a finish this is, but the breakaway are going to win it ahead of the peloton. They couldn't close in the end. Pidcock is going to sprint for a place behind. There is Philipsen. Let's move to his wheel. Philipsen surviving all day. Can he win it? We're going to try and sprint, but we won't be competing for the win. And Lucas Nerurka wins the stage just ahead of the peloton. No easy days at La Vuelta apparently. I was sure they had that breakaway under control, and Jasper Philipsen, I think for the second time at this race, misses out just to the breakaway. Anyway, no changes in the GC, onto the next stage. And coming up here, it's a medium mountain day. Now, how do we attack Ciccone and Almeida today? I'm not sure, it's going to be difficult. Well, it's a -1 day for Pidcock, so I don't think we can really drop the likes of Almeida and Ciccone today. Visma are going to control, and so I'm going for the breakaway. David de la Cruz, can we get his second stage win at La Vuelta? Oh my word, that is crazy. That is crazy. I was about to start speaking about Zukowski and he crashes right in front of our eyes. We do get back to the front of the race with Zukowski eventually. Anyway, winning this day is not going to be easy. Riccitello, Fortunato, we also have Egan Bernal up the road. Some really good climbers. So this is really becoming 2 races in one now. 12 riders remaining in the breakaway. Zukowski is gone. De La Cruz is alone. He's going to fight for this breakaway. And Pidcock 10 minutes behind in the peloton. But we do need to be aware of the peloton. It's a very fast tempo right now. UE and Visma pacing. Pidcock feeling okay though. Anyway, penultimate climb for the breakaway today. A steep pitch at the top. Maybe we can make a move there. To be fair, we're not the best descender. Let's just try and follow with David de la Cruz and maybe try and win it somehow on the final climb. So 2 races in one. Let's see how well I can manage this. De la Cruz coming to the line. 8 other riders, I reckon. Egan Bernal, he's the favourite from this group. He has the punch and he can climb too, which is crazy because of course Bernal won this stage in real life anyway. I'm going to set a hard tempo on this climb and I reckon that's our best chance. Coming to the steepest section of this final ascent to the line, David de la Cruz setting a hard tempo in this breakaway. Can we drop anyone from our wheel? For now we can't. I'm going to sit up and there we go. We have a move. Fortunato following Riccitello. And we follow very well indeed. 6 riders now at the front of this race. Can I go right now with De La Cruz? Big move right there. Trying to kick clear. Riccitello, he just attacks. Surely he can't follow us. He's going to try though, and the American gets back to our wheel. We have to sit up in this group now and try and recover some reds. Meanwhile, behind, it's all going on. Ciccone has attacks. I'm struggling to manage this. 1.5k to go. Kevin Vermaarke, I think he's the favourite in this sprint. So let's see, it's a very cagey finale here. De La Cruz, Riccitello and Lorenzo Fortunato. Who's going to win this one? Kevin Vermaarke going for the line. We can't follow the American. And Kevin Vermaarke is going to win today at La Vuelta. Pidcock did get back to Vingegaard. O'Connor trying to gain some time on us here. 3k to go. There goes Ciccone. We don't really have the energy to follow him, to be fair. So let's just try and follow Vingegaard all the way to the line if we can. Maybe following Ciccone, making sure we don't lose any stupid time at the end. But Vingegaard is just a level above right now at La Vuelta España, with Pidcock following Ciccone to the line behind. We miss out on the stage win, we don't take any time in the GC, actually losing a little time to Vingegaard and a few other riders with Pidcock, but we remain in 5th place overall. And I'm a little disappointed, I have to say, with today's stages because our gap to the podium now is over 4 minutes to Joao Almeida. Saying that though, we've had some crazy fun stages today, and by the way, Pidcock right now, 3rd place in the points jersey. I haven't been going for it, but we're right there. We should keep an eye on that. With Fortunato in KOM right now, Taberi in the white jersey, and of course, Jonas Vingegaard in the red jersey. Massive shout out to the channel members. Thank you for your support on the channel, guys. It means a lot. If you want to join, hit that join button down below. And one episode remains. Can we get a podium at La Vuelta España with Tom Pidcock? One thing's for sure, we're going to give everything in the final 5 days. But for today, that's everything from me. Drop a like on the video down below if you enjoyed. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. And I'll see you guys in the next one.